All right. So, tip number one, pricing. Start with the buyer's perspective. First, you need to know the competition. What other homes are for sale that are much like yours? Because buyers aren't just looking at your home, they're looking at least 10 others, usually more. And they're comparing the price, they're comparing what they're going to have to put into it, and looking at a lot of other factors as well. Right, Dad?
Exactly. And the other thing that you'll do is once you do that, you'll look at those other homes, know what they're priced, and then you'll divide that by the square feet in it so that you can get the price per square foot,
Mhm.
because that's the basis that we're going to use to have adds and subtracts later.
Yeah. And speaking of that, what's better about those places? What's worse? So, not just price per square foot, but then moving from there, how much will it cost to get your home to the level of the most expensive comparable that you're looking at? Do you need up? Would it cost 30, 40, $50,000 to update the kitchen? Okay, knock that off the price because that's what a buyer is going to be looking at.
Right. So you're going to average those together and come up with something. But the next key point that we have to get to is that you have to ignore your own bias.
Yeah.
What would your home have to sell for to get a buyer to buy your home? So, you'll hear me say it later in our tips today, but I always say nobody knows what their own house smells like,
Yeah.
and our biases get in the way. So you know what the current competition is after having done what Morgan suggested. Now it's time to do the same exercise and look at your home the same way and compare it to other homes that have sold that are much like yours.
Right. And this is where your agent and broker comes in super handy because, Dad, as you've said since I was a child, you really don't know what your own house smells like. And even when you try to be as objective as possible, it's so difficult. So, having an agent or broker that you really trust, who's in the market every day, who knows what buyers are saying, what sellers are saying, what the comparable houses look like, smell like, you need their advice and to be able to trust that advice in order to know where to price it.
Exactly.
You got to look at it from the buyer's perspective.